right, so let's do a little power here. Let's see how we feel. Whoa! Yeah, this thing kicks. All right, well, today we've got quite a treat here on the channel. So if this is your first time here, definitely make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any other amazing EV goodness. But today, thanks to my friends here at Performance GMC in Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, we are going to be checking out the absolutely ridiculous, impressive, incredible, and polarizing Hummer EV. So come with me as we check this out. We're going to find out, is this an amazing showcase of the absolute top end of EV technology and performance, or is it going to destroy the planet? Let's find out together.
That's right.
So it gets even better. Not only do we have the Hummer EV launch edition here, or first edition pickup, but they've also got the new SUV, which is available too. So we're actually going to get to check both out. So up first here, we've got the pickup truck, obviously with this massive bed here. Just awesome charging here, 800 volt architecture car, which means that this supports incredibly fast charging, up to 350 kilowatts, which they say will allow you to charge 100 miles in 10 minutes at that peak charging. So just awesome. Not necessarily the best road tripper just because of the efficiency, but amazingly fast charging, which is really cool here as kind of, the way I see this car is almost, it's a proof of concept of what the absolute top end of the Ultium platform can be and what we should expect for EVs over the next several years or so. Even though this is a little bit over the top and ridiculous, it's just really cool to see some of the evolving technology here that is going to, trickle down into other cars. They've already announced that a lot of this is going to be found on the Silverado EV, and then on the Blazer, Trailblazer, and even into some of the shared platform cars that they've got coming out with Acura, Nissan, and Honda. So we've got these massive tires on here, massive tires for off-roading on here. So obviously the off-roading capabilities are one of the big features here. You even have an underbody camera that allows you to see the terrain as you're traversing it. Of course, you've got the crab mode, which I'm hoping we'll get to check out, which makes it easier to get up and over a rough terrain. All right, so let's go check out the SUV too. All right, so we got the window sticker and all of the details here, and the pickup here, which is the first edition, or edition 1, which is what all of them are right now. This one has got pretty much every option on it, which includes the lighting package, and comes with these 18-inch wheels, which are actually standard. Those are not part of the package. The power tonneau is a $2,900 option, and the light package is a $1,995 one. See, this is really bad for me because I'm not really a big pickup guy, but I'm definitely an SUV person, and this is super appealing to me. This might be convincing me to go this way. This color is just absolutely incredible. Oh, look at that with the headlight activation. So they've got this one. I don't even know if this is the highest it goes, but it's just how far up this is, which is awesome to see. This is just so cool. I love this moon theme that they've got on here from the massive tire cover here. It's even got a built-in camera, it looks like. This just massive oversized tow hook, which is super cool. All of the power and controls for towing. So if you can see on these tires what we're working with here. 122 119S. Yeah, huge tires on here, of course, for off-roading. I love this big step-up bar. Let's actually go take a look on the inside as well. This color is just totally it's sick red. I don't even know what words to use to describe it. Oh, and the interior too. Awesome color matching here with this like forest green kind of color. It actually reminds me a lot of the inside of the R1S that we've got ordered. The outside is a kind of similar darkish green, and the inside is like this foresty kind of brown and green as well, but really works very nicely in here. It looks awesome. And just this exterior color especially just really stands out and looks really cool. The way the light hits it kind of looks different depending on exactly how things are hitting it. All right, let's let's check out the inside here. All right, so obviously very spacious in here. There is probably a good 18 inches or so here, just in the space here between the passenger seat and the driver's seat. But you know, lots of room all around. True 3 seats here in the back. All right, so here in the interior, one of the things that I immediately noticed that I think is really cool is you got all of these manual switches here, which support the different functions here. So really nice to be able to use these, you know, if you're off-roading and you have gloves on or something, or, you know, if it's the middle of winter, you don't have to worry about fiddling with a bunch of on-screen controls. And yeah, so we've got integrated maps with Google here, which is really cool. You know, it's interesting, this car does still have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay support, but GM is getting rid of that in a lot of their upcoming vehicles. So the future of that's a little bit, you know, more up in the air. But I do love that they just have Google Maps built in, like first party here, so you don't even need to connect a phone. And this is going to allow us to do en route charging planning. And one of the cool things here is that this actually should know our state of charge and everything as well. So it'll know like how long we need to actually stop and charge. All right, so I hope they don't mind me turning all of that on. All right, we'll give that a second to load. Yeah, I love again here just all of this moon theme. So the reason for all of that is GM helped build and design the first lunar lander. So this is kind of a throwback and celebration of that. So we've got this moon stuff kind of all over the place here. The other cool thing is this media control system actually is powered by the same engine from Epic Games, who makes Fortnite. So you've got all of this cool, like, you know, almost video game graphics and stuff in here. Okay, so I guess this is all of our different drive modes here. So we have this trailer mode. Here we can see our drift angle and G's that the car is under. But yeah, I like here how, you know, I can just push these buttons to go to each of to do each of the different climate settings, and some of these will, like these ones I can even choose exactly what they do. So here I found we can air down the tires. This doesn't have a compressor in it as far as I know, so you can't air back up without bringing an external air compressor, but nice to have that for the off-road capabilities here. Yeah, this is just so cool. I love this space theme. This is really speaking to the nerd in me. We've got like our longitude and latitude, our altitude, and everything in here. So that's really cool. And I wonder where we get to like our drive settings, maybe in here. Okay, so that here's where we can like set up our auxiliary buttons if we've got like other accessories in here. We've also got wireless charging pad here. Nice size here. Looks like it'll fit, you know, a pretty big phone. And we've got USB A and C in here. All right, so just checking out the inside of the pickup here. And here we've got this white interior. We've also got the lunar topographical map speakers, which are really cool. Yeah, I like this white too. It makes it feel even a little bit bigger in here, I'd say. And it makes some of these sort of like like brushed metal kind of accents stand out a little bit more, especially the ones there in the door, the screen here, and this one almost looks like rose gold here. So speaking of the speakers, this comes standard with a 14 speaker Bose system on the inside here. Now you can see also we've got lots of storage space here. So phone charger up here, along with our USB. We have two pretty massive cup holders that look like they'll hold your big gulp. And then this nice oversized shift knob here, you know, which really kind of goes with the off-road theme and the bigger is better theme of everything in here. Massive center console here, big tray to store stuff in, and a lot of storage under there. Little lights, probably are 12 volts, yep. And then we've even got some space kind of under here where the drivetrain We've even got some space under here where the drivetrain would normally be, so you can put some bags and stuff in there. And again here, sort of this lunar topography theme carried through. And I just noticed we've also got that over here on the speaker grills, which looks really cool. Yeah, so really, nice mix of like, big chunky kind of off-road ease of use functionality in here, and nice styling combination. I think they really blended this quite nicely. So seats are very premium feeling and quite comfortable. Decent bolstering. They're not like super sporty seats, but they're definitely comfortable. I feel like they'd be nice for a long road trip. And you can see we've even got like these perforations in here for our heated and ventilated seats. All right, let's check out some of the rest. All right, so the pickup here, base price is $108,700, but this one as optioned is $115,190. But these are incredibly hard to get, and so most of them are selling over sticker right now. And there's an incredibly long wait list to get one. So if you're interested, definitely get your name in now. So up top here we have what they are calling the Infinity Roof, which has these removable panels here, both in the front and the back. So you can pop these off, and I've actually got ample storage here in the hood to put them in while you're driving around. So no need to leave them at home, and you can pop them out and get them back on in case it starts raining or anything. But really nice to have this option to get kind of a T-top look and drive around in your convertible Hummer EV pickup. All right, so around here at the back by the charging port, one interesting difference I noted here was the pickup edition one has an 11.5 kilowatt onboard AC charger, whereas the 2024 SUV actually has a higher powered 19.2 kilowatt AC charger. So it seems like one small but meaningful and nice update to the SUV version and the 2024 one. So you actually get faster charging rates when you're using a home charger, as long as it has that higher amperage to support it. So nice to see them adding that, especially because this has got an absolutely massive battery that can take quite a while to charge otherwise. And speaking of range here, with the 200 kilowatt hour battery that we've got inside here, we'll actually get up to 400 miles of range on this. So you can definitely go pretty far here in your Hummer EV. So this one is has actually been sold, but you can see it's at 68%, and we've got only 5 miles on the odometer here so far. So really brand spanking new version here. All right, so let's check out the back seat here now too. So, these seats are fairly far back. Like I'd say they were in a comfortable seating position. If anything, they were actually pushed a little further back than I'd probably normally go, and a ton of space here. So could certainly fit 3 full-sized humans back here. And let's actually see car seat test here. We have latches in the middle. I see them. No, that's just the center part. So it looks like latches just for the 2 outer ones, but you've got like the belt part here. So you put 3 full car seats in here for sure. And then you've got climate controls for the back here, vents here in the middle. I'm not seeing anything on the side here. So usually I like that more than these center ones, but at least the center one is so big it's not going to get blocked by somebody's leg or anything. And then you've got one USB-A and one USB-C plug here. And a little storage thing here with, again, some topographical features. Got a little cup holder here on the door, or I should say big cup holder here on the door, and then some nice storage space here. But yeah, really liking kind of these accents here. This one's almost like a rose gold look, depending on how the sun hits it. So let's actually check out the charging port here. So this big door, manual release, which is fine with me. I find the automatic ones are sometimes a little bit clunky and a maintenance and service problem. So yeah, we've got our J1772 port here, and our DC fast charging pins for CCS right now, but since GM is switching over to the Tesla NACS connector by 2025, this will probably be changed out in the next couple of years, and they should be producing an adapter that will also allow you to charge on the Tesla supercharging network in 2024. All right, so I've got to say a huge thank you here to Worley and Chris here at Performance GMC just for being awesome, answering all my questions and being super knowledgeable about the Hummers. And they're even letting me take it out for a little drive here. So great bonus here. So I've got the key here, which is really cool. Nice big chunky key. And some of the cool features on here, you know, in addition to like lock unlock, of course, we've got one here for the front trunk. So let's check that out. All right, so I love the light activation there. And then there we go. Oh, look at that. So awesome powered front here. And we got tons of room in here, of course. But I like how you know, this similar to the Ford F-150 Lightning, the way that the like lip here kind of goes up with the top is really nice because it means the load height is quite a bit lower. So you can see here, basically at hip level for me, unlike some of the other larger EVs like the Rivian R1S, where that lip part doesn't go, so it's just from the hood level, which, you know, here is quite a bit higher on me. And this is up in a pretty high suspension right now, so we could actually lower it and it would be even easier to load something heavy in there. So that's really cool to see. And then you've got lots of room in here. So you probably fit, you know, 2 pretty good sized suitcases, maybe even 2 golf bags side by side. Not sure about skis, but I could probably fit the kids' skis at least in here diagonally. So phenomenal capacity here. All right, now let's check out the back here. All right, I love cars when they have this kind of barn door, I don't know, side to side, horizontal swinging door. Makes it easy to load stuff in. So this is, you know, perfect for doing that grocery pickup. Got tons of space in here. Looks like the back seats even can tilt back down a little bit more to get some more space there. Oh, and we got powered seats here, so I think the seat belts are in the way. But we can lower the seats from this button here. We have a little storage underneath here. So I like the mats again here with the lunar theme. It's like we've got a full outlet here, which is really nice to have for camping, tailgating, just running, you know, any sort of household appliance off of there. And up in the front, I noticed there was a 12-volt one. We got this little extra pocket over here for some additional storage, stuff doesn't roll around. And then here we've got this massive AC charger with the Ultium branding. So let's check this out. What do you get out of the box here? 32 amp. So this is not going to maximize what the truck is capable of doing charging wise, but I bet that they probably give you the option for, or I guess you could buy the wall mounted one to go up to the maximum amperage here. And yeah, so this one you can plug in either the probably NEMA 1450 level 2 one or a 110 outlet for trickle charging, which would be true trickle charging on a battery this size, but always an option to when you need it. Here we are in the inside of the Hummer EV, and first thing I notice is it is very quiet in here. There's great passive noise dampening in here. I don't hear the helicopters and planes that were flying over a second ago, or the fire trucks and everything. Just dead silent in here. So very nice. Like, I mean, you know, you're paying a premium here for sure, but it's not just about the off-road capabilities or the overall ridiculousness of this car. You are getting a lot of luxury in here. All right, so first time power on here, and as you can see, this car is absolutely brand new. So we're here in the SUV, and we've got the stickers on still, including here on the eye tracking sensor for Supercruise. So we'll talk a little bit about that as we get driving. But you can see we've got 11 miles on the odometer here, and we are, looks like just under 90% charged, and we've got a projected range of 293 miles. And I really like that you can see here, like, just all of this kind of off-roading stuff. So we have no roller pitch right now, but we have a 1 degree angle, I guess, of yaw. Yeah, see, my old days of space camp and training to become a pilot are coming all back to me now. So 1 degree of yaw here. And you can even see how much energy is going to the motors right now. All right, so let's get driving here. All right, so let's start by shifting this massive shifter here. Where's the side button? Not here. All right, here we go. So here are all of our cameras. I really like nice high fidelity here. So you've got the backup camera, which looks exactly the same as the one in our Buick. But I like you've also got this 360-degree one too, which you probably need in a car this size for parking. All right, so now that we're in drive, as you can probably slightly hear, we've got these kind of interesting spaceship-y sounds coming out here. So I think that's part pedestrian warning and part keeping us kind of in the experience here. All right, so when we enter our drive mode here, you can see here some of the cool graphics powered by Epic here. So I mean, this really looks like a video game or something. So super cool. We've got my mode, off-road, terrain mode, towing and hauling, normal, and back to my mode. So let's start with my normal mode. Oh man, it's like we're in a spaceship. All right, let's get some air on it. It feels like we're gonna blast off to the moon. All right, one of the other cool things here, I love these graphics. So you can see here in towing and hauling mode, they even have, looks like the stage 1 to a Saturn V rocket. All right. Man, I mean, you definitely feel the size of this as you're driving. I feel like I'm just barely in my lane here, but I mean, I'm really just commanding the road here, and I'm loving it. All right, so let's see, we've got pretty much no regen there. Let's see, I think we have to do that through the paddles here. Yeah, so with the one pedal driving here, I'm feeling a little bit of regen, but like it does feel like the car is kind of coasting more than it is regenning. So I'm trying to figure out, there must be a way to turn it back on. But so yeah, this paddle here, if I hold it down, it is doing aggressive regen. So let's see if I can actually use it here to slow me down at this light. Yeah, okay, there we go. Interesting. Yeah, so you can use that to bring yourself to a stop. All right, yeah, I didn't have to touch the brake at all there. All right, cool. We get pretty high regen on that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not used to driving a car this big, but I feel like I'm towering over everybody and everyone's looking at me. This is amazing. All right, so let's do a little power here. Let's see how we feel. Whoa! Yeah, this thing kicks. One thing I would like here, you've got these massive side view mirrors, which is good. So visibility doesn't feel as bad as it could be in something this large, but it'd be nice to have like automatic blind spot cameras that pop up when you hit the turn signal. Oh! All right. So I just kicked that and we got 550 kilowatts of power, which feels like an awful lot in this thing. I don't want to roast the tires on here, but this is awesome. I mean, the power that you get in here makes this thing feel so much smaller than it looks from the outside. It really does feel quite nimble and agile and powerful. I mean, the triple electric motors here just give us so much immediate power that it doesn't feel like we're pulling all that much weight. And the steering here is really quite locked in, so I feel like I've got a lot of control over this car despite the size of it. All right, yeah, so this thing actually gets around town very nice, and I mean, it feels large, I'm not gonna lie about that, but just the way it drives makes it feel a lot more in control and nimble than I would otherwise think. So really no issues at all with the size and relative to performance here. So just notice we got like a little heads up display kind of thing here too. So it was giving me a warning about the car in front of me stopping to turn. So like a forward collision warning kind of pop up on there. And it actually rumbled my seat a little bit as well. Flashed on the dash and a little heads up thing came up. All right, so driving up this hill here. Here you can feel the weight a little bit more, but also just the crazy power that you've got here. And so, I'm really just having to kind of lightly feather the throttle here to keep us going up here. So no problem with the output at all. All right, so checking out the responsiveness of the screen here, this is really good, super snappy. You can tell that this is pretty high powered. This feels just like typing on my phone or laptop. No issues at all here. I don't know what's going on here, like with the service. I think maybe this is not fully configured since it's a demo vehicle, but like typing and everything on here is absolutely great. All right, so I'm here at our Arboretum, which I thought was the perfect place to kind of talk about what this car means for Hummer and kind of what it means in the larger picture. So obviously Hummer's got an interesting past, going from the Humvee military vehicles to being discovered by the Governor, to becoming a car brand that was sort of known for overconsumption and gas guzzling, and super low efficiency in miles per gallon, and very controversial at that point. And then, basically as gas prices went up and demand for such large cars went down, the car kind of got into some difficulties at that point. And now Hummer is back under the GMC brand as an EV. And I know that this has struck a lot of different opinions from people. There's a lot of controversy around this. I think a lot of people point to the fact that this has a battery that weighs as much as many other cars do, like a Nissan Leaf, let alone the weight and size of the vehicle overall. And so there are a lot of questions. Do we need something this big and ridiculous? And I don't know, I'm a little bit of two minds there. On the one hand, I kind of agree there, and I'm not sure this is something that is really needed out there. I wish that cars were not getting so big, especially for the sake of pedestrian danger and being the father of little kids that would certainly not come up to the top of the hood here. But on the other hand, this thing is cool and it makes me want it. And I don't think that we should say no to that. I think right now, especially in this transition to EVs, it's the time for us to be trying out some different stuff, doing some over-the-top exciting things, and doing stuff that's going to get people excited about EVs overall, and moving away from gas-powered cars. So I kind of welcome this right now, and especially considering the fact that this is really a very limited car. They're going to be producing so few of these. You're not going to see that many of them out there on the road. And this isn't, where GM is putting all of their power behind. I think it's a absolutely fine thing, and I'm kind of excited for it. If this means that we're kind of using this as a research and development platform for the rest of GM's Ultium cars, and we're using this as a way to get people who would otherwise not be interested in EVs into them, I am all for it. So I'm happy that the Hummer is back, and I think this is an absolutely great way to do it. All right, so while we're in here driving, we of course have to talk about the ridiculous performance statistics in here. So this is a triple motor system. We've got two in the back, one in the front, which is what a lot of kind of these more like luxury and performance oriented EVs are starting to move toward. It's basically the same setup that Tesla had in the plaid versions of the Model S. And here, those three motors are capable of producing 1,000 horsepower or 735 kilowatts. And I was able to get it up to about 550, but I didn't want to be too dangerous here on the public streets. But I mean, you certainly feel that, and there's a ton of power here. It's got 11,500 pound-feet of torque coming out of those motors, so this thing moves despite the weight of it. This has a 212 kilowatt hour battery, which is estimated to get up to 400 miles of range. And in some preliminary testing, a lot of people are finding that it is actually doing that well, and in some cases even better. So this is just an absolute range beast, almost up there with like a Lucid in terms of overall range, though certainly not there in terms of efficiency. So we've got to talk about the price here as well. So this SUV, as configured, and it really only has one option on it, which is the spare tire cover with that moon design on it, which is a $695 option, which is reasonable if you ask me. This comes out to $106,290, but good luck finding anything at that price because these are so limited that it's hard to even find one, and the ones that you will find are selling over sticker. So without any options, the standard price here is $104,000 even. This is also capable of towing 7,500 pounds. Now, of course, we've also got some interesting driving modes here, like crab mode. All right, so we've got crab mode going now. So if I kind of go back and forth here with the wheel, I can feel the front of the car is pointed far more than the back. So this works really well at very low speeds here, but you can see the back wheel here actually like turning in to keep me going in the same direction. Super cool. That is a weird feeling. It's like a shopping cart almost. Very cool. So this is perfect for getting around obstacles if you're off-roading. All right, on a road like this really, it does feel pretty big. It's hard to kind of stay right in your lane. But the steering wheel is really tight. I'm surprised just how nimble this feels. And the air suspension is keeping me from rolling side to side at all. So I'm getting like almost no body roll on here. Yeah, even kind of throwing it into the corner a little bit. Obviously this is not a road I'm going to do like a lot of performance driving on, but yeah, this is definitely quite capable. I'd say, you know, you're going to be comfortable driving this on the canyons and maybe even having a little bit of a fun time on the tracks. This rolls less than my Buick Enclave for sure. You give it the beans here. Oh. Oh, that is just amazing to do in something like this. Like you almost feel the front of the truck go up a little bit as you're going. It's just putting so much power down in the back, especially. Not like it's coming off the road, but you can feel the nose come up a little bit like a plane or a speedboat. Oh man, this is so much fun. I really like this. I almost didn't want to. Like, I'm not a big Hummer kind of guy, or, you know, pickup truck person. Don't love giant cars. I don't think there's, you know, the biggest need for it, but this puts a smile on my face, and this changes my mind quite a bit. All right, so another awesome feature we've got here is GM Supercruise. So I'm only going to be able to use this here because it only works on pre-mapped highways. But you can see we also have adaptive cruise control. So I haven't had a chance to test out Supercruise all that much, but everything I've heard about it is that it is incredibly impressive, very capable, and does a great job of keeping you in your lane, keeping you the right distance from cars in front of you, and is a great driver assistance system for highway driving. So it'd be great to see it expanded even more and maybe being available not on pre-mapped highways and kind of work the way that Tesla's autopilot does. But you know, even on highways that are not mapped, you at least have adaptive cruise control that you can use to make driving this big boy a little bit easier. All right, one other cool thing, I just checked out the sound system in here, and it is phenomenal. Great 14-speaker Bose surround sound system in here. I don't know if it has active noise cancellation or not, but I don't hear a sound from the outside, and you can just hear the full dynamic range of the music. So that is really awesome. And you've got Sirius in here, of course, radio. You can plug in and use, you know, anything through your phone with Android Auto or Apple Maps. It's also got Alexa built in, so you can even ask her help in listening to stuff. So really great media options in here as well. All right, now let's see how helpful these cameras are in backing up. So we got a task in front of us here, bringing this in. Oh, not get the curb there. It's actually super useful having this 360 camera here. Just gives us all of the angles, and I can see exactly where I am on this curb here. And yeah, I'm probably too close to it. So I wouldn't really be able to tell that with the rear backup camera by itself. But with this 360 one, I can really get a sense kind of all of the surroundings here and just how close I am to everything. So great to have that. All right, another awesome feature here is while we're in terrain mode, we can access all of the cameras that are found around the car. So here we can see what's around each of the tires, front and back view. We can see this one sort of right at the front, this one looking forward. I think this one, this one's right underneath the car, so you can see if there's any rocks or obstacles there. So this is super cool. Oh, here, at the back. And you can even see if we have a trailer attached. I think you can do a camera through there too. This makes it super easy to see what you're navigating over. And then we can even crab walk here, which is super weird because basically the car is not going the way that the front is pointed. The wheels are turning, so it is kind of keeping us going straight even though the front of the car is pointed in a different direction. So very, very cool party trick, and makes this much more nimble. And the nice thing with all these cameras are, I can tell how bad my parking is. This would be very nice to have at at daycare, where I feel like I'm always parking over the lines and little spots there in our SUV. But at least now I can straighten it out and get it lined up well. Alright, so one of the things I don't really like here is that there is a on-off button here for the car, which I forgot to hit when I got out of the car and it started beeping at me. Why do we need this in EVs? We don't. Alright, so one other thing we absolutely have to try here is the watts to freedom mode, which lets you launch the car with all 1,000 horsepower. Drama.
Yeah, this thing is insane.
That's so cool. Oh, I like
So
that. Run a base in the moon, yeah.
Yep, it'll give you a little screen here. It'll tell you that the vehicle's lowering.
Okay.
So you pretty much just wait until the vehicle lowers.
Mm-hmm. That's so smooth. I honestly don't even say it. I wouldn't have even noticed that we're lowering.
Right?
You don't feel it. Yeah. There's no noise or anything.
The suspension setup on this thing's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So now you're all set.
All right.
But all the way, I'd suggest just keep your head back.
Okay. Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
So you pretty much just floor it, let it build.
Okay. Oh my god. Wow. That's insane. Oh my god.
1,001 horsepower.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh my god. I'll put directly via rubber onto your parking lot.
Right into it.
Wow, that was cool. Holy cow. Alright, well, that, like, I got like the adrenaline going. That was fun. It's like a amusement park ride. Sorry.
Alright, cool. So once you come to a complete stop, it'll tell you it's armed.
Okay.
So it's pretty much you're ready to go.
Yep.
Same thing. So let it build.
Yep.
It
Nice.
just takes off.
Yeah. Oh my god. Amazing.
Yeah.
You just made that guy stay too.
Literally.
Alright, now we also have a powered tonneau cover here, which we can open with this button and also close it with the same thing. So it is really nice to have this option to store your gear inside, keep it nice and safe and secure. And this feels really sturdy. I'm not hearing any weird clunking or anything. We've also got this little liftgate here where we can pull this ledge down and use this to safely secure any loads in the bed. We can lift the whole liftgate down, not powered but secured, and we have a nice extension here. We can even lift this little piece up here so that we can hold in anything that might be sliding around back here. And then you can also lower this down, and you've got a little step here as well that you can use to get up. You've got a little step here that you can use to get up into the bed, and there's even this little handle out here that you can pop up and make it easier to access here. So this makes it super easy to use for a work truck or even just tailgating out here. And then in the tailgate here, you've also got a full power outlet here that you can use for powering power tools, air compressor, anything that you might need with a household outlet back here. So a full 120 volt household outlet right here in the bed, which is great to have all of this power. So thanks to the rear wheel steer on here, there's a incredibly tight turning radius. So this is really easy to maneuver around parking lots and super easy to get into tight spots. You can basically turn around in pretty much a 360 degree radius and just stay right within the same tight turning circle the entire time. Alright, so I just wanted to do a quick size comparison here. Just look at the difference between my Model Y and the Hummer SUV EV. Both SUVs, both electric, but just massive size difference here. You could almost drive over the Model Y here. I mean, just look how great these things look right next to each other. Amazing to see the two of them together. I really don't think I've seen both of these in the same video on YouTube before anywhere. So really awesome that Performance GMC here has both the SUV and pickup so we can see them truly side by side here. And another amazing thing here is that we can take these top pieces off and turn ourselves into a convertible Hummer EV here. So this will go perfect on a nice sunny day, maybe driving along the beach. All right, so I just want to thank the amazing people at Performance GMC here in Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, one more time for giving me the opportunity to come here and check out the Hummer HV, both the SUV and pickup, and see the difference of them, and bring them out to you, my awesome YouTube audience as well. So if you are in the market anywhere around New Jersey for any GMC, whether it's electric or not, but especially a Hummer, make sure you check them out, because they're the only place I've found that has got the inventory that they do. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this look at the Hummer HV, SUV, and pickup truck just as interesting as I did. If so, please do smash that like button and hit the WTF button, also known as the subscribe button, so that you don't miss any of this other amazing EV goodness. And this will help me bring some other awesome opportunities, maybe from some other dealerships, to share EVs as well. Well, with that, thanks for watching, and we will see you out there on the road.